As a writer, may it be fiction or nonfiction, setting plays a vital role. Setting, as commonly defined, refers to where and when the story happened. Hence, it identifies the milieu of the story. May it be the physical environment, sociocultural description, historical backdrop, political or religious background, or the weather conditions and the mood and atmosphere the story had established. So why is good setting important? Because it provides the context for your character's actions and behaviors. So here's the tip. Know when and how to describe the setting clearly and vividly, from the surroundings where the story is taking place to the circumstances of the time period when the events are transpiring. So when? Let us say if your readers know Luneta or Rizal Park, for example, you don't have to waste time describing your setting. You can just proceed and tell what happened to your characters. Now, how? How to create a vivid setting for your story? First, use place and time to your advantage. A story that unfolds in the horrid chaos of Manila is not the same if transplanted to an isolated island in the Mindoro. A scene that takes place in a cramped room shifts when it occurs in a vast forest. As a time, seasonal changes, the advent of winter, a blistering summer might provide life or death stakes. Historical periods define the behavior of all the characters operating within your fictional work. Second, show the world through your character's eye. Try to reveal the world as the characters interact with it, since the most resonant setting descriptions are the ones that come somewhat altered through the lens of an individual. Third, be aware of how setting affects emotions. Allow settings to influence your character's actions and moods. Otherwise, they and the world they live in will come across as static and lacking nuance. The lives of humans or mythical creatures living in fantasy worlds are intimately tied to setting. In relation to that, trivia time! According to one study, nearly 9% of people fall into the rain haters category. This group feels angrier and less happy on days with more precipitation. This feeling is kinda associated with SAD syndrome, or commonly known as seasonal affective disorder. This is a type of depression that's related to changes in seasons. The main theory is that a lack of sunlight might stop a part of brain called the hypothalamus working properly, which may affect the production of melatonin and serotonin and the body's internal clock or the circadian rhythm. So, if you felt like having this one, go outside and indulge the sunlight. Vitamin D matters! Now, how to enhance your creative imagination? First, you may imagine or visit a real-world location you've never been to before, or somewhat familiar to you. Second, use sensory details. Keep the details grounded in a character's sensory experience. You'll have to let your reader know what it feels like for the character, what it sounds and smells and tastes like. Third, show, don't tell. Don't tell us that your world is beautiful. Show us. Evoke clear imagery and detail in the mind of the readers. You may use simple or incorporate figurative language. But take in mind, before showing off your world, know the purpose of telling it so. Will it give a hint or reveal your backstory? Will it establish the mood? Will it symbolize something? Will it characterize the character? Will it foreshadow future events? Will it reinforce emotion and provide tension and conflict? If you think it is no use, then don't spend much time for this in your exposition. For more educational videos, please click like, share, and subscribe. This is Jana Yvonne Ayla Chica, your instructor.